Hey guys, HDV here and welcome to a brand new video. Today we've got some pretty cool things to go over. Some more rumored images have dropped for Pokemon Legends EA. We also have some pretty big Nintendo Switch 2 updates to take a look at. And as well as that, we have some Legends EA rumors to go over as well. There's a lot of things to break down and take a look at. So if you're excited for the video, make sure to drop a like down below. It's trying to 500 likes. It really helps out. Leave a comment with your thoughts on anything we cover in today's video. Subscribe if you're brand new. Ring the notification bell. With all of that out of the way, let's get into the video and I really hope that you enjoy. So, starting things off, let's take a look at these Nintendo Switch 2 updates. So we have this one from Go Nintendo Tweet, and then we also have Necro Felipe also posting some information as well. So, the first one is rumor Switch successor to begin production next quarter, according to Taiwanese manufacturer. So this was posted on the 17th of August, obviously before we just had that Nintendo kind of partner showcase and the Indie Direct. Because we had that, we are now expecting to see the Nintendo Switch 2 reveal in September or October, and the fact that they are now beginning production next quarter kind of solidifies that, because they don't want it to get leaked by a manufacturer, because it probably would if it hasn't already been revealed. So let's take a look at this rumor anyway. So it says the rumor train never stops. We've had a few different rumors and speculations from various sources recently regarding the long-awaited Switch successor to the Nintendo Switch. All of the recent rumors seem to point to the same conclusion: the console is on its way in the relatively near future. That's true of the latest as well, which comes in the form of a manufacturing report from Well-Trend Semiconductor Inc. CEO Lin Chongtao. So Well-Trend Semiconductor is a manufacturer based in Taiwan, and they held a briefing recently to discuss their company's status and future growth. Of note for Nintendo fans, Chongtao stated that he expects orders for video game consoles to increase in the third quarter due to shipments of the new PlayStation 5, Xbox and Nintendo Switch models. If this is anything to go by, that would mean that production on the new system would begin sometime in the quarter beginning September 2024, which is in a few days. So, like I say, if they're beginning production on this new system next month, as I said, they don't want it to get leaked randomly by like a manufacturer by accident. They're going to want to reveal it themselves, which is why next month, September, is even more likely now to be the month that they do finally announce this new console. Maybe October the latest, but I can't see it being after that because it would just get leaked regardless. And then if rumors of a new Nintendo console debuting in the first half of next year are true, then this manufacturing schedule would make a lot of sense. That said, this is just a rumor right now, and like all Nintendo Switch 2 rumors, it should be taken with some massive grains of salt. Stay tuned as more future Switch rumblings are sure to pop up again soon. But like, what other console would they be like manufacturing? You know, like, it's obviously the new, they say the new Nintendo Switch models as well. So like what else could that be? They're not making another Switch model when the Switch 2 is right around the corner. So it has to be the Switch 2. They're starting production in September 2024. Yeah, we're very, very close to the announcement of this console, which, you know, could be paired with Pokemon Legends EA news as well. Maybe that's why we didn't get anything at Worlds. Maybe that's why we didn't get anything in August, because we're going to be getting it in the kind of big reveal of the Nintendo Switch 2. So that's the first kind of Nintendo Switch 2 thing to go over. We also have this from Necro Felipe. They posted a rumor as well, which is to do with the controllers and stuff and the gyroscopes and everything like that. But yeah, it's not something that would surprise me. This type of feature being mandatory makes sense when it comes to standardizing third-party controls. So this is another rumor as well. This is about the kind of controllers and stuff like that. So it says, Nintendo is reportedly making it mandatory to implement a gyroscope in licensed controllers for the Nintendo Switch's successor. So partner manufacturer who did not wish to be identified says that they had not received such an order until now. So with Gamescom taking place this weekend in Germany, obviously this was posted before Gamescom, more talk regarding the future of the video game industry has been circulating. So in a recent episode of the bonus level podcast from the Power Unlimited website, Nintendo's next console ended up becoming a topic of discussion thanks to a conversation that was reported by editor Martin when commenting on accessories for the successor to the Nintendo Switch, with a manufacturer present at the event through its representatives. So omitting the manufacturer's identification at its request, as it is a long-time partner of Nintendo in the production and distribution of licensed controls for the Japanese company's consoles, it was said that Nintendo has made it mandatory for the next console for Nintendo's new hardware to be capable of using motion sensors through gyroscope. So the feature is used by a variety of games on the current Nintendo Switch, but the manufacturer claims that this is the first time that Nintendo has requested this type of requirement for the manufacture of new licensed accessories. So this type of request leads us to believe that Nintendo aims to maintain coherence between the features present in its partners' controls and those it will market/supply with its next hardware, thus avoiding incompatibility between licensed accessories and software that use these sensors. So again, that's just a rumor. Nothing like crazy exciting. Obviously, this one's a lot bigger because this is the actual production of the console, like, being created in these manufacturers and stuff like that. So this is like the big boy. This is just some extra stuff to kind of go over. We also have a clips talking about this as well, kind of saying that, you know, Switch 2 is going to be revealed this year. If not, for whatever strange reason, it's going to be leaked this year, I'm pretty sure. Which, you know, you don't have to be a leaker to know that. Like I say, that the manufacturer, it will get leaked at some point whilst it's being manufactured. You imagine how many people are working on this console in these manufacturing companies and stuff. Like, one person is going to leak it. It's just obvious. So, yeah, the fact that this is happening now means that, like I say, the reveal is going to be very close. So either way, very exciting coming out of the Switch 2 kind of rumor sphere. Let me know your thoughts and all that, though. When do you think it's going to get announced? Do you think it's going to be September, which is literally a few days away, like that month? Or do you think it's going to be October? Or do you think it's not even going to be this year? Like I say, I feel like it has to be this year now. And the fact that the Partner Showcase and the Indie Direct were pushed to the end of August means that we're probably going to get it in September. But either way, let me know your thoughts on that. The next thing that I wanted to go over is a new Legend ZA image rumor. It's very bright, which again, they just can't take a normal image. You know, it's either too bright, it's either too blurry or whatever. But this is, I assume, some sort of selection screen or something like that. Two images here. So yeah, the first one, this is the selection screen where we have some building in the background. And then we also have the Pokemon Legends ZA logo, and then obviously the A button here as well. I'm not sure what this says. I'm assuming just start or something like that. But yeah, I mean, it doesn't look great, you know, as a kind of starting screen. It looks a tiny little bit like the Legends Arceus one, obviously. I feel like that's what they've kind of taken inspiration from, which you think they would do anyway, because it's obviously another Legends game. But I don't know, I feel like it'd look a lot better than this in the actual kind of opening sort of screen to the game. But either way, that I don't know how they'd already have this as well, because we haven't even seen gameplay of the game yet, let alone the actual like game running and stuff on a Nintendo Switch. But that's the first image, and then the second image is Snivy, Skullbunny, and Piplup, which again, I feel like this is a Scarlet and Violet background here. I feel like this is somewhere in Paldea. And then obviously these are all available in Paldea. So what I think they've done, I think this is obviously fake. I think what they've done is literally just taken put the Pokemon out the Pokeball and then just taking individual images of them and then just kind of like put them side by side. But yeah, this definitely looks like somewhere in Paldea. I think it's the city in the very bottom left corner. I can't remember its name off the top of my head. I've not played Scarlet and Violet in a while because there's not really much to do in the game anymore. But yeah, it's the, is it the Psychic type gym leader, I think? But yeah, I think that is that city. But yeah, this definitely gives me like Scarlet and Violet vibes. So yeah, I think this is definitely fake. I don't think this is true at all. This is the only thing I got as well. Like, somebody sent me this image. I don't know. It was posted on 4chan. I don't know if it was posted with the rumor or whatnot, but this is all I was sent, just this image. So I don't think it's true. We do have a 4chan rumor to go over as well, though, as always. This isn't what was posted with the image. This is something completely separate. But either way, still take it with a grain of salt. But it says PLZA gameplay. It was posted by Mankey Man on the 25th of August, so a few days ago now. Again, like I say, take it with a grain of salt. It says PLZA takes place in the past during a time of technological growth, industrial revolution influence. It says the development is underway to transform a bustling trading town into the biggest city in the region. So obviously that would be Lumiose. There's a conflict between people and Pokemon, and it's causing issues with development, structures being destroyed, workers being intimidated. So yeah, you'd have Pokemon coming into the city, destroying the city because of some sort of issues going on. It says, we eventually find out that drilling related to the construction hit a core of a Mega Stone and released Mega Energy into the area, causing the aggressive Pokemon behavior. So there's some big old Mega Stone that's giving all this Mega Energy out to certain Pokemon. It's Mega Evolve them, and then they're kind of like attacking the city and stuff, which would be a good way for them to allow us to fight already Mega Evolved Pokemon and stuff like that. It'd be a cool kind of thing. The protagonist is called upon to help resolve the issues and quell the angry Pokemon because of their unique ability to build trust with Pokemon. So it doesn't look like we'd be like time traveling or anything like that. I think we just actually live in this time period. And then it says, trust is built through many of the methods that contribute to friendship in other games. So battling, walking together, playing, feeding, and then items as well. So you control the protagonist primarily for interactions with other people, like speaking, completing tasks, battling and capturing. Most of the exploration takes place while controlling your Pokemon like the Synchro Machine. So yeah, I mean, I don't think it's going to be like that, but I think the Synchro Machine will have a part to play in this game, which is why they dropped it in Scarlet and Violet to kind of get that sort of initial kind of initial response on how people felt about it, which I think was a big success. I think the Synchro Machine, a lot of people do really enjoy, and people have been making like mini games out of it as well, like hide and seek and stuff like that, which is really cool. And then obviously in the trailer that we got for Legends EA, the initial reveal trailer, it did kind of have that Synchro Machine vibe, because you just sort of follow Pikachu around. It's like we are the Pikachu instead of just a character. So yeah, I think it will be in that. I don't think we're going to only play the protagonist for a little bit though. I think that's not going to be the case. It says the area in and around Lumiose is the entire map. So yeah, that would allow us to obviously go out and get attacked by wild Pokemon and catch wild Pokemon outside the city, but it's still technically Lumiose City. It then says higher levels of trust allow the Pokemon you're controlling to travel further from the protagonist. So we'd only be able to travel so far, and then as we progress through the game, that kind of length of distance gets higher and higher and higher. Which, yeah, I mean, is what it is. It's something I would expect. It's just obviously story progression. So the different Pokemon specialize in exploring different areas. So Ariados and other bugs climbing buildings, flying Pokemon to fly across rooftops or into trees, water Pokemon to explore the rivers and pipes, etc. So yeah, definitely a different take. I mean, I'm not expecting Legends EA to be like this at all, but it's definitely a different take on how the game would play and how the game would work and stuff like that. Different Pokemon can explore in different ways, so as the story progresses, you'll gain access to Pokemon with multiple skills, allowing to travel to more places. Dragonite is extremely helpful. So, yeah, I don't really like the way that this is going. I really hope the game isn't like this. It doesn't sound... It sounds completely different to the old Legends Arceus that we've already had. And it says, more species become available to capture in and around the city after they've been discovered and defeated by your synced Pokemon. They come out of hiding. So our synced Pokemon would go out, defeat these new Pokemon, and then we can control the protagonist to go and catch them. Even though the main kind of thing we do with the protagonist is just talk to people and stuff. Kind of gives me like to take to Pikachu vibes and all that jazz. It says Zygarde cells are collected while exploring with your Pokemon. It serves as a guide throughout most of the story, sharing more info as more cells are collected. So, yeah, I mean, I still like the idea of having, like, a Zygarde kind of, like a mini Zygarde, like we got with Koraidon and Miraidon, where we already have the Legendary, but we can't really use it in battle or anything until kind of later on in the story. Like, maybe we have to collect these cells to make it more powerful, and then obviously it can then transform into, like, the 50% form or 20% form or whatever, 10% form, and then obviously 100% Zygarde as well. But on the other hand, I could obviously see Zygarde being, like, the antagonist that's trying to like stop things happening. But then there's also the A as well in ZA, which could be a legendary, could be a new Pokemon, could be a new character, which could also be the antagonist. So there's a lot of ways that this game could obviously go. And it says the Mega Energy can be applied to any Pokemon. Some evolve, others receive a significant stat boost. Though obviously that'd be a massive difference to what we're used to with Mega Energy. It's interesting that they don't go over the starters or anything like that in this rumor, because I feel like if you know some stuff about Legends EA, the starters would be one of the first things you know, because that is literally the next thing we're going to get revealed is going to be the starters. Like, what else is it going to be? They're not going to reveal a new Mega Evolution before the starters. They might release it at the same time, like in that trailer we could get starters and a new Mega Evolution. But I feel like for me it has to be starters, gameplay, probably character customization, what the characters look like obviously, and then yeah, then just kind of like running through the city and stuff like that. I just feel like that has to be the next trailer. We have to see gameplay. It's not going to be another we might get like cinematic trailer plus actual gameplay, which again I wouldn't mind. But as long as we see what the actual game looks like this year, that's what people are absolutely obviously waiting for. But yeah, all in all, I don't really like the direction that this kind of rumor goes. I hope it's not true. I don't think it is true. It just doesn't really feel like a kind of Pokemon game. I don't think the Synchro kind of feature would have that much of a role to play. I think it will be in the game, but I don't think it's going to be all that, where the protagonist is just only really used for interactions with other people, like speaking and completing tasks and stuff like that. I feel like you are the protagonist, you're going to be doing a lot more stuff than that. But either way, let me know your thoughts on this rumor. Let me know your thoughts on this gameplay image as well. Do you think this is true? I think this is definitely fake. And then also, let me know your thoughts on all the Nintendo Switch 2 stuff as well. Again, do you think it's going to get announced in September, October, anything like that? Either way though, if you enjoyed the video, drop a like down below. It's trying to hit 500 likes. Leave a comment, like I say, subscribe if you're brand new, ring the notification bell. It's everything from me. Have a fantastic rest of your day, and until next time, peace.